This is Shadow and T here today with Erika Harlacher. How are you doing today here at AnimeCon 610?
I'm doing awesome, super fun. I love coming to this convention. I've been coming for the past few years and everyone's always super nice here. It's really fun, nice and laid back. I love it.
You said before that you had a hard time pronouncing Japanese words and names.
Yes.
Is that still happening now or not so much?
I feel like I've gotten a lot better at it. Now it's like not the Japanese words that get me, but like the made up things that get me. So for instance, in the Asterisk War, my character Claudia is like the exposition character. So she's always like, this name of this sword and this name of this school and this name of this character, like all in a row. That was hard. Also because they weren't positive about the pronunciations the first time we went through. So we had to like wait for Japan to tell us like how to say them. So I said them like 3 different ways and then they used whichever one was right. So yeah, it's a challenge, but I'm getting better.
You saying Japanese words and watching anime in Japanese. With doing this, have you learned any Japanese?
I mean, I've learned like how to say yes and no and it's time to eat. And I feel like if I heard, like, some of the studios I work at have like, you know, some of the people are from Japan and so they'll speak Japanese to each other. And there have been moments where they've been talking to each other and then I've like understood enough of what they were saying to like react correctly. And one of them, my friend Mio, she was like, "Did you understand us?" And I was like, "I knew you were talking about like food or like eating something." She was like, "Oh my gosh." So I feel like I know more than I think I do, but I couldn't like write it down or anything. If you asked me specifically, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But yeah, I know like very basic words.
You started watching anime in high school. What was the anime that got you interested and hooked and made you into a fan?
The anime that like really made me an anime fan was Fruits Basket. And I got my hands on the manga with my one other friend who also enjoyed anime, and like, or we were both like open to the idea of anime, and so we read it and we loved it. And then we kind of tricked everyone else at our lunch table into reading it because we were like, we have this really great book, but you have to promise to read it. And when we give it to you, you can't say no. So they agreed for some reason. And then we gave them the manga and they all loved it. And then we got like everyone in our grade. I was at a pretty small school, so there were like 90 people in my grade. And we got like at least half of them into Fruits Basket, and we'd like pass around the mangas like in between classes to like people who hadn't read it yet. And then I had a joint birthday party with one of my friends, and someone got me the anime version, and so we like watched it at the party. We were really cool. And yeah, that was like the first thing I realized was like anime, and that I got really into and that I really liked. And around the same time, I also got really into like Full Metal Alchemist. I loved that one. And then as a kid, I like loved Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't really like realize that they were anime. So Fruits Basket, I think, is the first.
When you watch anime, do you watch it dubbed or do you leave it Japanese and turn on the subtitles?
It depends. If there is a dub, I usually will like watch the dub. If I watch a show before there's a dub, then sometimes I prefer the subs, which I think is how a lot of people are, because I'm used to their voices as they are in the Japanese version. But I don't know, I like both for different reasons. A lot of times I like to watch dubs because like I'm tired and like I don't want to read the whole time, and because I feel like I miss a lot of the visual stuff that's going on if I'm reading the whole time. So if that's the case, then I'll try and watch the dub for sure. And also, if like I have friends in it, then I want to support them. But yeah, I watch both. I mean, I don't know. I like both. It really depends.
What is your reaction when you meet people who cosplay a character that you voice and they say hi to you?
I love it. I think I freak them out a lot because I get excited that they're cosplaying as a character I am before they like know who I am. So I'll like jump on them if I see them and I'm like, oh my god, I need a picture with you, and they'll be like, okay. And usually like cosplayers are used to people taking pictures of them, but I always want to be with them because I voice them, so I always have to like awkwardly explain and be like, I'm not being like weird. I am being weird, but like I voice this character, so that's why I want to be. And then sometimes they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, we need pictures of you too. And sometimes they'll just be like, okay. And then I'm just like super excited and they're just like, okay, this is weird. But yeah, I get really excited when people cosplay my characters. I think it's so cool.
So, what was your advice to people out there who wants to become a voice actor?
My advice would be, if you really want to be a voice actor, then you should go for it, but realize that it's really hard work. And a lot of people I know are like trying to be voice actors for like a whole decade before they start getting any kind of opportunities or roles, just because it's everyone wants to be a voice actor now, so there's a lot of competition, and you just have to every single day be like practicing, find classes to take, just practice with your friends, or like do anything to like work on acting. If you can do funny voices, like, you know, that's cool, but like it's mostly about acting. So if you're, you know, in high school or college, like find, you know, acting classes that you can take there, or like find freelance acting classes, even if it's for theater or like anything else. All acting is important. So just work really hard and realize that there's a lot of rejection. It's not personal. It's just you have to constantly be working hard, and it's really fun, so it's worth it if you if you continue doing it. But yeah.
Thank you very much for being with us today, everyone. Erika Harlacher.
Thank you. Bye.